The story begins on Earth, where the Xenaxian Empire, a powerful alien race, has arrived under the guise of a peaceful invasion. Their ships enter Earth's orbit without any warning, their intent hidden behind a veil of diplomacy and promises of peace. But the reality is far from peaceful. They come not with the intent to negotiate, but to conquer and control. The Xenaxians have already made their presence known on a few other worlds, using their superior technology and an army of robotic soldiers to take over planets without much resistance. They assumed Earth would be no different. They were wrong. Among the many humans they encounter, one particular scientist, Dr. Rachel Benner, is taken by surprise when Xenaxian soldiers storm into her lab, demanding her research. Unaware of their true intentions, she resists, knowing her work is critical to the future of human defense. In a tragic and brutal moment, Dr. Benner is killed by the Xenaxian leader, Commander Goranax, right in front of her colleagues. Her last words are a warning to Earth. They won't stop until we are all gone. The death of Dr. Benner becomes a rallying cry for Earth. The human race had been living peacefully, unaware that the universe outside their little blue planet was full of threats. The moment Earth witnesses the brutality of the Xenaxians, a wave of anger and sorrow sweeps across the globe. The humans now know that they are not alone in the universe, and the beings outside their planet are not friendly. Within hours, Earth's military leadership is thrust into action. The quiet, hidden war preparation strategies they had set up years ago are suddenly thrust into the light. Earth's best-kept secret is the Shadow Fleet, a fleet of stealth ships designed to be invisible to alien sensors. These ships, built with cloaking devices, were meant for a time like this, where Earth would face an enemy it could not see, and more importantly, one that could not see Earth coming. The first 6 minutes of the attack unfold quickly, as Earth's fleet moves into position without making a sound. Using the cloaking devices, the ships are invisible to the Xenaxian sensors. The alien ships, huge and intimidating, patrol the orbit above Earth, completely unaware of the human threat closing in on them. The ships hum with power, their robotic AI targeting systems waiting to engage, but no one suspects the danger lurking nearby. The Earth fleet takes advantage of the alien ships' overconfidence. With their cloaking devices on full power, the human ships maneuver through the shadows of space, slowly surrounding the Xenaxian vessels. For a moment, it is eerily silent. Nothing can be heard but the low hum of the Earth fleet's engines, a whisper in the void of space. Then, without warning, the human fleet strikes. They unleash a barrage of laser fire and plasma cannons at the Xenaxian ships, which are caught completely off guard. The aliens are unprepared for such an attack, especially from an enemy they didn't even know existed. The weapons strike with incredible precision, tearing through the Xenaxian shields like paper. The alien ships try to retaliate, but it's too late. Earth's fleet is faster and more agile. Having been specifically designed for these kinds of hit-and-run tactics, the Xenaxian vessels explode one by one in the darkness of space, their energy shields no match for the advanced weapons the humans now wield. The Xenaxian commander, Goranax, watches in horror as his fleet is destroyed from the command center of his flagship. His eyes widen with shock and fear as he cannot comprehend how the humans managed to pull off such an attack. For all their advanced technology, the Xenaxians had never considered that humans might have a way to hide their presence in space. They had underestimated Earth, and now they were paying the price for it. On board Earth's fleet, the command center buzzes with activity. The military leaders, while calm on the outside, can't help but feel a sense of relief. They know this is only the beginning, but the first victory feels sweet. A single ship, Captain Alex's vessel, sends a message to the Xenaxian flagship, one that echoes across the vastness of space. The message is brief, but it carries the weight of humanity's defiance. The Xenaxians thought they could walk over Earth without a fight, but now they know that humanity is capable of much more than they expected. The aliens had expected a quick and easy conquest, but they had sparked something far more dangerous, a fierce and unstoppable will to survive. The moment the message is received on the Xenaxian flagship, Goranax's face contorts with rage. His mind races, trying to understand how this could have happened. Earth had been nothing more than a speck in the galaxy, an insignificant world, to the Xenaxian Empire. How had humans managed to hide their fleet from their sensors? And if the humans could do this, what else could they be hiding? Goranax's mind races with the possibilities. The realization strikes him hard. What other weapons do they have? He can feel the fear creeping into his thoughts. If the humans were capable of this kind of strike, they could have far more hidden surprises waiting. He orders a full retreat, hoping to regroup and prepare for the next wave of attacks. But deep down, he knows that this defeat is only the beginning of something much bigger. The Earth fleet, though victorious for now, knows this is only a small taste of the war that is coming. The Xenaxian Empire won't give up easily, and the humans will have to fight harder than they ever have before. But for now, the victory is sweet, and the message has been sent. Humanity is not to be underestimated. The news of Earth's surprise attack on the Xenaxian fleet spreads across the alien empire like wildfire. The Xenaxians, once proud of their technological superiority and military dominance, now find themselves shaken to their core. They had underestimated humanity. The fear is palpable. What had seemed like a peaceful invasion, a mere formality, has now escalated into a full-blown conflict. The Xenaxians never imagined that Earth, a relatively small and distant planet, could put up such a formidable fight. Commander Goranax, the Xenaxian warlord who had once believed that Earth's fate was sealed the moment they arrived, is now filled with rage and fear. His fleet, despite being one of the most advanced in the galaxy, has been decimated in a matter of hours by the humans' stealth tactics and advanced weaponry. The Xenaxian military had always prided itself on its technological advancements, but now they are left scrambling to recover. Goranax knows that Earth's response wasn't just a lucky strike. It was proof that the humans have something more, something hidden beneath the surface. In his desperation, Goranax calls for reinforcements, sending his best fleet into the heart of human territory. He knows that the only way to crush Earth's resistance is to overwhelm them with sheer force, using his strongest warships and elite soldiers. But what he doesn't know is that Earth has been preparing for this very moment, silently building up technology that could turn the tide in their favor. As the Xenaxian fleet moves towards Earth, the human forces are ready. The humans have developed a secret weapon, gravity manipulation technology, a breakthrough so powerful that it could disrupt the entire battlefield. The human fleet, invisible to Xenaxian sensors thanks to their cloaking technology, positions themselves in the perfect spots to launch their counterattack. The Xenaxian warships, massive and imposing, begin their assault on Earth's defenses. They unleash everything they have, from powerful plasma beams to missile barrages. But the humans are prepared. Using their gravity manipulation technology, Earth's fleet is able to bend space around the incoming attacks, redirecting them back towards the Xenaxian ships. The Xenaxians, who thought they were the ultimate force in the universe, now find themselves struggling to hit targets that keep shifting and moving unpredictably. Just as the battle intensifies, Earth's forces deploy their next secret weapon, orbital bombardment systems. These systems, hidden on the far side of Earth's moon, have been designed to fire devastating projectiles at precise targets from space. With a single command, the human fleet sends out a barrage of these projectiles, each one capable of piercing through the thickest Xenaxian armor. As the first few orbital bombs strike their targets, the Xenaxian ships begin to explode. The force of the explosions sends shockwaves through space, and the sight is nothing short of cinematic. One particular explosion sends a Xenaxian ship careening into the void, its massive hull breaking apart in a fiery display. Flames burst from every direction, while space debris scatters across the battlefield, creating a chaotic and beautiful mess of destruction. The once proud fleet of Goranax is now crumbling, its ships torn apart by the relentless bombardment. The sight of their fleet being decimated fills the Xanaxians with panic. Commander Goranax, furious and desperate, tries to regroup his remaining forces. He orders his ships to fall back and regroup, but it's already too late. The humans are not just fighting to survive. They are fighting to win. Earth's forces press the attack, pushing the Xanaxians further back and into retreat. Amidst the chaos, Earth's soldiers fight valiantly on the front lines. The ground battle intensifies as the human military engages in fierce combat with the Xanaxian robotic soldiers. Humans, armed with advanced weapons and supported by their gravity manipulation systems, manage to outmaneuver and outfight their alien enemies. But the cost is high. Earth's soldiers are brave, but they are human, and war always takes a toll. Bonner, one of Earth's most dedicated soldiers, leads his team through the thick of the fighting. He had been part of the mission to defend humanity, driven by a deep love for his family and a desire to protect his home. As the battle rages on, Bonner and his team push forward, taking down wave after wave of Xanaxian forces. However, despite their best efforts, the human soldiers face overwhelming odds. Bonner, determined to lead his team to victory, orders a final charge against the Xanaxian forces, knowing this could be the turning point of the battle. With his team behind him, Bonner charges headfirst into the enemy, taking down Xanaxian robots with brutal efficiency. But just as the human forces begin to break through the alien defenses, disaster strikes. A massive Xanaxian warship fires a devastating plasma cannon directly at Bonner and his team. The blast is too powerful to avoid. In the final moments, Bonner and his soldiers make a heroic stand, sacrificing themselves to ensure the survival of the mission. The explosion sends shockwaves through the battlefield, and Bonner's sacrifice becomes the emotional core of the fight. His death is a painful reminder of the cost of war and the sacrifices that must be made for victory. As the smoke clears and the battle subsides, Earth's forces emerge victorious once again. The Xanaxian fleet is in ruins, their pride shattered, and their morale broken. But at what cost? The loss of Bonner and his team weighs heavily on Earth's soldiers. They have won, but the victory feels bittersweet. The fear that had once gripped the Xanaxians now spreads across Earth's forces. The war is far from over, and many more sacrifices will be required before it ends. Goranax, now realizing that Earth is not an easy target, retreats with what remains of his fleet. But the message has been made clear. Humanity will not go down without a fight. And with each victory, they grow stronger, more united in their determination to protect their world. After Earth's shocking retaliation, the Xanaxians find themselves in a state of disbelief and terror. Their pride and technological supremacy have been shattered by a race they once considered primitive. But despite the crushing defeats, the Xanaxian warlord, Goranax, is not ready to give up. He still holds one last trump card, an eye-driven dreadnought capable of destroying an entire planet in a matter of moments. This is the Xanaxians' ultimate weapon, a terrifying creation that can wipe out Earth with a single command. The dreadnought, known as the Tyrant, is an enormous vessel, far more powerful than anything the Xanaxians have ever used before. Its AI is advanced beyond anything humans can comprehend. It controls everything from weapon systems to strategic decisions. In Goranax's eyes, the Tyrant is the key to ending the war once and for all. He orders his fleet to make a final push toward Earth, the weapon's destructive power ready to be unleashed. As the Xanaxian fleet moves toward Earth, the fear among the human forces grows. The knowledge that the Tyrant is coming fills every soldier with dread. The fleet knows they can't face it head-on. No weapons they currently possess can match the dreadnought's destructive power. It's a race against time. Earth's forces must find a way to stop the weapon before it reaches their home. The situation becomes more desperate as Goranax taunts humanity through intercepted transmissions, boasting about his weapon's capabilities. You may have won battles, but you cannot win the war. Earth will fall, and I will make sure of it, he declares, his voice filled with cold confidence. The words hang heavy in the air, the weight of them crushing the spirits of many. The humans are faced with an impossible choice. Earth's leaders know that to stop the tyrant, they must either invade the Xanaxian stronghold and risk massive civilian casualties, or try to stop the dreadnought in the depths of space, knowing it will be a suicidal mission. There is no easy path forward, and every decision comes with devastating consequences. The pressure is unbearable, but the Earth's fleet must act. As the human ships move deeper into Xanaxian territory, the action intensifies. Every moment is a struggle, with the human fleet fighting their way through waves of enemy ships. The Xanaxians, knowing that their greatest weapon is at stake, throw everything they have at the humans. The battle is chaotic, with laser fire lighting up the void of space and explosions ringing out from every direction. The human fleet's cloaking technology is their only advantage, allowing them to strike fast and disappear before the enemy can retaliate. But even with the element of surprise, the humans are at a disadvantage. The Xanaxian ships are relentless, and they outnumber the humans by a wide margin. Close-quarter combat erupts as human forces board Xanaxian vessels, engaging in brutal hand-to-hand fighting with alien soldiers. The desperation is evident in every movement, every shot fired. The soldiers know they may not make it out alive, but they fight with everything they have for the survival of their planet. Among them is Alix, a young and determined soldier who has become a leader among the crew. Alix's resolve is unwavering. She knows this mission is the last chance humanity has to survive. In the midst of the chaos, Alix leads her team toward the heart of the Xanaxian flagship, determined to reach the tyrant's core and destroy it. The team fights their way through the corridors, taking down any Xanaxian soldiers they encounter. Each step is a battle, each hallway a deadly trap. The pressure is immense, but Alix remains focused, guiding her team with precision and purpose. As they reach the control room, Alix knows the next few moments will determine the fate of humanity. But just as they are about to launch the final assault on the tyrant, the team is ambushed by a squad of elite Xanaxian soldiers. The firefight is intense, with blaster shots flying in every direction. Alix and her team hold their ground, but they are vastly outnumbered. One by one, her team members fall, and Alix feels the weight of each loss. She refuses to back down, pushing forward with a fierce determination. In her final moments, with the mission almost complete, Alix makes the ultimate sacrifice. She triggers the detonation of the bomb that will destroy the tyrant, but in doing so, she is mortally wounded. With her last breath, she watches as the dreadnought begins to crumble. The explosion reverberates through the flagship, sending shockwaves through the Xanaxian fleet. The weapon that was supposed to bring Earth to its knees is now a pile of wreckage, defeated by the bravery of one soldier's sacrifice. As the human fleet regroups, they watch in awe as the Xanaxian flagship explodes in a brilliant display of light and fire. The dreadnought is no more. The Xanaxians' hopes of victory have been shattered once again. But as the victory sinks in, the loss of Alix and her team weighs heavily on the hearts of Earth's soldiers. The battle is far from over, but for the first time in a long while, humanity has hope. The Xanaxian fleet retreats, their final weapon destroyed and their forces scattered. Goranax, watching from the distance, knows that Earth has dealt a crippling blow to his empire. But the war is far from finished. He vows that this defeat will only fuel his desire for revenge. The battle for Earth may be over, but the war for the galaxy is just beginning. The moment Earth's forces set foot on the Xanaxian homeworld, they know they are entering the heart of the storm. The Xanaxians, enraged and desperate, will do anything to defend their world. Humanity's attack has pushed the enemy to its limits, and now, the final confrontation begins. The stakes couldn't be higher. This is not just a battle for survival. It's a fight for justice, revenge, and the future of the galaxy. The Xanaxian homeworld is unlike anything Earth's soldiers have ever seen. The cities are vast, towering structures made from materials that seem otherworldly. But amidst the grandeur, there is an undercurrent of chaos. The Xanaxians are throwing everything they have at the human forces, hoping to break their resolve before the final strike. The humans, however, are determined. They've come this far, and they won't stop now. The first wave of Earth troops touches down in the heart of the Xanaxian capital. The Xanaxians have fortified every corner of the city, and as the human forces advance, they encounter fierce resistance. The enemy's mechs, towering machines of destruction, rise from the shadows, their massive weapons aimed at the soldiers. The humans' high-tech weapons, however, are more than a match for the alien machines. Armed with plasma rifles and energy shields, Earth's troops fight with precision and deadly efficiency. The mechs crumble under the onslaught, their metal bodies exploding in bursts of fire and sparks. But the victory is short-lived. As the soldiers push forward, they're met with another wave of resistance. Heavily shielded Xanaxian infantry, advanced soldiers with weapons capable of tearing through the humans' defenses. The battle rages on, and the city becomes a battlefield. Earth's forces are undeterred, despite the odds. The soldiers fight with everything they have, each of them carrying the weight of their fallen comrades. Every corner they clear, every alien they defeat, is a step closer to their goal. But with every victory comes the reminder of their losses. The death of Bonner, the courageous leader who had led them this far, haunts the soldiers. His sacrifice, the pain of his loss, fuels their determination to push through. His memory drives them, and with every enemy they defeat, they can almost hear his voice urging them on. We fight for Earth, for all who can't fight. For those who gave their lives, they whisper to themselves as they push forward, their hearts heavy but resolute. The human troops are relentless, charging through the streets of the Xanaxian capital, taking down everything in their path. The clash of weapons and the roar of explosions fill the air as the humans battle through the chaos. The Xanaxians, realizing their mechs and infantry aren't enough, unleash their final line of defense, an army of AI-controlled drones. These drones are faster, more agile, and deadlier than anything Earth's soldiers have faced before. The drones swarm in massive numbers, but the humans' precision strikes and coordinated efforts keep them at bay. Every soldier knows this battle could be their last, but they continue to fight, knowing that if they stop now, humanity's future will be lost forever. As the battle intensifies, Earth's forces push deeper into the heart of the city, moving closer to the Xanaxian Eye's final weapon. The weapon, a massive supercomputer that controls the remaining defenses of the planet, is located at the core of the capital. If the humans can reach it and destroy it, the war will finally be over. But the journey to the heart of the Xanaxian stronghold is not without its dangers. Every step they take is met with resistance. Every hallway is a potential trap. The humans must fight not only the enemy, but also the environment itself, as the Xanaxians have rigged their city with traps, automated defenses, and hidden weaponry. The tension mounts as Earth's soldiers get closer to the ice core. The enemy knows what they're after, and the final wave of resistance is unlike anything the humans have faced before. The Xanaxians unleash everything they have left, throwing wave after wave of elite soldiers, drones, and automated turrets at the human forces. The battle turns into a chaotic, fast-paced fight for survival. Earth's soldiers, exhausted but determined, press on. Each soldier knows that the fate of the galaxy rests on their shoulders. They cannot afford to fail. As the soldiers near the ice core, the suspense reaches its peak. The final strike is coming. Humanity has already lost so much, but this is their last chance. With the Xanaxians' final weapon still active, Earth's fleet prepares for the final assault. If they can destroy the AI, the battle will be won, and the war will be over. But getting to it will take everything they have. The soldiers, battle-weary but unyielding, continue to push forward. Every step is harder than the last, every encounter more brutal. But the thought of their fallen comrades, the promise of revenge for Bonner, and all those who've died, drives them onward. As they reach the final chamber, the heart of the storm, they know this is it. There is no turning back. The fate of humanity, the fate of the galaxy, rests in their hands. With a final, coordinated strike, Earth's forces breach the core, their weapons tearing through the last line of defense. The AI systems begin to crumble, its control over the planet slipping away. The countdown to destruction begins. The human fleet, watching from the skies above, prepares for the final blow. The Xenaxians, who had once thought themselves unbeatable, now find themselves on the verge of defeat. Their homeworld, their empire, is crumbling. But even as the AI's final weapon falls, Goranax watches from a distance, knowing this isn't over. He may have lost this battle, but the war is far from finished. The tension is at its peak as Earth's forces approach the flagship of the Xenaxian warlord, Goranax. The final showdown is imminent. The Xenaxian Empire has thrown everything it has left at humanity, but Earth's soldiers, though battle-worn, are resolute. They know that this will be the decisive battle, and it will either make or break their future. As the human forces infiltrate the flagship, they move silently and swiftly, their cloaking devices keeping them hidden from the Xenaxian forces. Every step brings them closer to the heart of Goranax's command ship. The stakes couldn't be higher. The flagship is a massive, heavily fortified fortress, with weapons capable of annihilating entire fleets. But the humans are determined. They've fought too hard and sacrificed too much to back down now. Inside the flagship, the final defenses are waiting. Goranax, with his unyielding pride and arrogance, has deployed his most advanced AI-driven drones and mechs. These mechanical monsters, equipped with high-powered weapons, patrol the corridors, ensuring no one makes it to the bridge. But Earth's soldiers are ready. Using their advanced technology and superior tactics, they move through the ship like shadows, taking down drone after drone with deadly precision. As they reach the command center, the door opens to reveal Goranax himself, standing tall and powerful, his cold gaze fixed on the humans. The room is bathed in the eerie glow of his advanced AI systems, which control everything aboard the ship. But Goranax is not just a commander. He is the embodiment of the Xenaxian Empire's arrogance and belief in their invincibility. He's prepared for this moment, ready to crush humanity once and for all. The battle begins, and it is fierce. Goranax, wielding a weapon infused with the power of his AI, launches a brutal assault on the humans. His strength and technological advantage seem insurmountable. He fights with ruthless efficiency, each blow devastating his enemies. But Earth's soldiers have something that Goranax cannot understand: willpower. The determination to survive, to fight for their home and their families, is something that no machine or AI can replicate. As Goranax fights, his drones and mechs join the fray, adding to the chaos. The flagship becomes a battlefield of sparks, explosions, and clashing metal. Earth's soldiers, guided by their commander, push forward with relentless courage. The fight is brutal, but they refuse to give up. Every punch, every strike, is a blow against the very empire that sought to destroy them. Their mission is clear. They must defeat Goranax, end the Xenaxian reign, and free the galaxy from their tyranny. But as the battle rages on, the suspense intensifies. Will humanity be able to defeat this last, mighty force standing in their way? Can they overcome the strength of Goranax and his advanced AI, or will the Xenaxian Empire crush them once and for all? Amidst the chaos, one soldier stands at the heart of the conflict. Alex. He is a battle-hardened veteran who has seen the horrors of war firsthand. As he faces Goranax in the heat of the battle, he is not just fighting for his own survival, he is fighting for everyone he's ever known. Alex is reminded of his past, of the family he's lost in this war. His wife and children, who were taken from him by the Xenaxians, haunt his every step. The memories of them push him forward, fueling his anger and determination. But there's something else. In the midst of the battle, Alix faces the ghosts of his past, his family's deaths, the pain of their loss, and the anger that has driven him throughout this war. In a moment of vulnerability, Alix recalls the faces of his children. The world around him seems to slow, and for just a second, he is back home with them, before the war. But the moment is fleeting. He cannot afford to be distracted. Goranax's voice cuts through his thoughts, mocking him for the pain he's feeling. The warlord taunts Alix, calling him weak for holding on to such emotions. But Alix's eyes burn with a fire that comes from deep within. The loss of his family has made him stronger, not weaker. He fights for them, for all the innocent lives lost in this war. This is not just about revenge. It's about ensuring that no one else suffers as he has. With renewed resolve, Alix charges at Goranax, his weapon raised high. The final confrontation is one for the ages. The battle between the two is fierce, with each strike shaking the very foundation of the flagship. Goranax's AI tries to intervene, sending waves of drones and mechs to overwhelm Alix. But the human soldier is relentless. With each strike, he brings himself closer to his goal, destroying the tyrant who has caused so much pain. In the final moments of the battle, Alix faces Goranax in one last, desperate struggle. The warlord's arrogance is shattered as Alix lands the decisive blow, cutting through the AI-driven armor that protected him. As Goranax collapses, his expression changes. It's not one of victory or defiance, it's one of shock. He never expected humanity to rise up and defeat him. With Goranax's fall, the Xanaxian Empire begins to crumble. The flagship loses power, and the remaining drones and mechs stop functioning. Earth's soldiers, exhausted but victorious, take a moment to breathe, knowing that their mission is complete. The war is finally over. But for Alix, the victory is bittersweet. The cost has been high. His comrades have fallen, and his family is still gone. But as he looks at the battlefield, he knows that their sacrifices were not in vain. Humanity has triumphed, and the Xanaxian Empire is no more. After the defeat of Goranax and the fall of the Xanaxian Empire, the entire galaxy feels the shift in power. The once mighty Xanaxians, who had ruled with an iron fist, are now humbled. The Earth, which had once been considered a mere afterthought in the vastness of the galaxy, has proven itself to be more than capable of taking on the most advanced civilizations. Now, the Xanaxian Empire, shattered and defeated, has no choice but to surrender. The balance of power has shifted forever. The surrender of the Xanaxian forces is a monumental moment in galactic history. It is not just the end of a war, it is the end of an era. The humans, who had fought with such determination, have emerged victorious. Their rise from a small, struggling planet to a dominant force in the universe is nothing short of miraculous. Earth is no longer a peaceful, isolated world. It is now a superpower, feared and respected by all. As Earth begins to assert its new role in the galaxy, the symbols of their victory are everywhere. On the once proud Xanaxian homeworlds, the Earth flag now waves proudly, symbolizing the shift in power. The human flag, with its emblem of hope and strength, is raised high on the surface of each conquered planet. It is a sign that humanity's presence will no longer be ignored. Everywhere the humans go, their symbol reminds the galaxy that Earth is no longer a small, insignificant planet. They are a force to be reckoned with. Visualizing the aftermath, the planets once dominated by the Xanaxians are now under the watchful eye of Earth's forces. The skies above the Xanaxian cities are filled with human ships, providing a constant reminder that humanity has claimed its place. On the ground, soldiers and civilians alike work together to rebuild, turning the once proud Xanaxian capitals into symbols of humanity's resilience. The Earth flag waves proudly in the wind, fluttering above the ruins of the old empire. It serves as a stark reminder of the war that brought humanity to this point. The Earth soldiers who had fought so bravely on the front lines now find themselves in a new position. They are no longer just warriors. They are diplomats, leaders, and peacemakers. The fight for survival is over, but now the task of rebuilding and shaping the future begins. The victory over the Xenaxian Empire is not just a military triumph. It is a testament to the strength and determination of the human spirit. The soldiers who had once fought for survival are now part of a new mission, to help create a future where no one is oppressed, where no one is ruled by a tyrannical empire. In the midst of all the victory and celebration, there is still the heavy burden of loss. The soldiers who gave their lives for this victory are remembered with reverence and honor. Their sacrifice is not forgotten, and their names are etched in the history of the new galaxy. Bonner's name, a hero to many, is spoken with respect and admiration. His death was not in vain, for it paved the way for humanity to rise and claim its place among the stars. But even as Earth celebrates its triumph, there is no time for complacency. The galaxy is vast, and there are many challenges ahead. The Xenaxians may have fallen, but other threats lurk in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to strike. But humanity is ready. They are stronger, more united, and more determined than ever before. With the fall of the Xenaxian Empire, Earth has proven its resilience, and now the universe will have to reckon with the power of humanity. As Earth establishes its new position in the galaxy, the message is clear. Humanity will no longer be pushed around or ignored. The universe will now know what Earth is capable of. No longer the underdog, humanity has risen to the challenge, and the galaxy will forever remember the day when Earth proved that even the mightiest empires can fall. The final message echoes through the stars, a message of triumph and warning. What we gave, you deserved. It is a message not just to the Xenaxians, but to anyone who might underestimate humanity in the future. The message serves as a reminder that Earth's victory was not just about defeating an empire. It was about proving that no matter the odds, no matter the challenges, humanity will rise and fight for what is right. The galaxy has witnessed this, and now it knows that humanity is not a force to be underestimated. With this victory, humanity has set the stage for a new era. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Earth is no longer a footnote in the history of the universe. It is now a powerful force to be reckoned with. And as humanity begins to chart its course through the stars, it carries with it the lessons learned from the war, the importance of unity, resilience, and the unyielding will to survive. In the end, humanity has achieved something no one thought possible. They have not only survived, they have thrived. And as they look to the future, they know that their victory over the Xenaxians is just the beginning. The universe is vast, and there are many more challenges to face. But for now, humanity stands at the forefront, a symbol of strength and determination in a galaxy that once doubted them.